Bismillah walhamdulillah wa sallallahu ala rasulillah. This is Abu Aqiq. Alhamdulillah, just came out of the maqam of Sheikh Abadir. And Sheikh Abadir is the one who is said to be responsible for Islamicizing, if you wish, the Harla people, the Harari, what we know now as Harari people, and that he, mashallah, laid the foundation for what came after in terms of the Islamic culture, Islamic civilization that was here, that is still here, mashallah. So, yeah, this is, mashallah, I'll be leaving Harar in, bi'idhnillah. I'll be leaving tomorrow early Fajr time. Mashallah, side note, yeah, this has been fascinating me. I mean, she has a giant thing on top of her head and she's just going about her business. But mashallah, that's a side note. Mashallah, yeah, it's been a stupendous time. So yeah, that's maybe this evening or after Asr, I should say, that bi'idhnillah, we will go and visit some of the maqams, some of the shrines. But for now, as far as, inshallah, I did what I did, mashallah. I hope to, bi'idhnillah, go to Amir Noor's place, his maqam, his shrine, before I leave, inshallah. So it's not too far from the markaz, so bi'idhnillah, I can just, even if I just go for a few minutes, inshallah. But yeah, this is just kind of give you a panoramic view. This is Harar. And like I said several times already, that you have here, alhamdulillah, you have the tradition, the history, the culture, the barakah is here. You have, alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters who are currently teaching traditional knowledge, alhamdulillah. And in addition to that, you have, mashallah, it's a pretty area, mashallah. You have the mountains and, mashallah, you have the natural beauty. And Harar itself is, I mean, we call it a city, but the old city, but it's not a city meaning like large, big, sprawling city like Cairo, for example. So it's you have a chance to go through and visit different places, and alhamdulillah, you have access to the maqams. Mashallah, today the maqam of Imam al-Badir was open and the light was on, and I was able just to sit in there. And alhamdulillah, I've been by and large on my time. Sometimes the brothers have taken me out and kind of a little bit of a hustle, but very often I'm on my time, so I can do what I want to do and take my time. I'm not rushing to go from one place to another, alhamdulillah. And then being able to come back and visit these places multiple times, so it's not like just one says a one-shot deal. So alhamdulillah, I've been able to come to these places, many of them. Some of them the brothers have taken me out and they've shown me a lot of places, and I can't keep up with all of them, but some of the main places that I've wanted to visit, alhamdulillah, I've been able to visit them many times, or at least several times. And now, bi'idhnillah, next year, wa alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah. La قليلا.
عربي لا؟
نعم قليلا، لكن تتكلمين انجليزي؟
انجليزي. تتكلمي عربي.
اوكي، جيد، احسن ما شاء الله.
انا عربي.
الحمد لله. ما اسمك؟
من اسمك؟
نعم.
ايمان.
اسم جميل.
انت اسمي جميل. انت عربي تريدو. عربي؟ مو.
Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah, the kids here, some of them have been very bad.
أنا عربي؟
TV, okay, جيد.
أنا عربي اسمع لك.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. تريد سورة؟ No? Okay, no surah. Okay.
No.
أنت؟ لكن هذا لك افعلي. فهمتي؟ لا like this. خلاص. السلام عليكم. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Yeah, it's the mashallah, little interlude, but that's how it is here. I mean, yeah, it's some of the kids have been really bad. Some of the kids have been really bad, but other ones, mashallah, they've been magnificent, mashallah. So you have different folks, mashallah. But alhamdulillah, just overall, I mean, again, you have like setbacks and things that cause you to frown a little bit and feel a little bit disgruntled. But all in all, alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Just give praise and thanks to Allah Ta'ala. Give praise and thanks to Allah Ta'ala. And, you know, not to sound like a cliche, but to really cultivate an attitude of gratitude that Allah has preserved. This place is still preserved. And it needs, I mean, on our end as humans, that we need to put in some effort to see that, bi'idhnillah, that it's not lost. Because a lot of the heritage of the Muslims is getting lost now. Whether from the wars and extreme poverty, or the other end of the spectrum, just this Western consumerism thing. So it's one or the other tends to be the case. So it's important that we preserve the traditional culture, and at the same time, I mean, mashallah, there has to be a way to develop economically. Now, not in a way just like blind chasing of dunya, but in terms of so that there's sustainability. Because if there's not some degree of economic development, then you'll just have more and more of a brain drain. The young people who are intelligent and talented, they will want to, many of them, will want to leave. Now, of course, those who are really devout religiously probably won't. But sometimes circumstances, because it's not just the individual's choice about leaving, but sometimes a family is in need. They need someone, or some of the sons, for example, to go off to the big cities to get to support the families back here. Sometimes a person may be sick, and mashallah, it's not like America where they have all this insurance and all that type of stuff. So there are different challenges that the Muslims here they face. And alhamdulillah, if we develop a plan by the grace of Allah Ta'ala, because the support comes from Allah, that we can have, so to speak, the best of both. That you have some level of development here that is really beneficial for the people and sustainable, and at the same time the culture is preserved, the culture, the identity. And as one of the brothers, I was sitting with one of the sheikhs last night, and I was actually interviewing him, and he was talking about what needs to be done to preserve the culture. And as we know, I mean, the people who've studied, that the way to preserve the culture is by sharing the traditional knowledge. So by doing that, really the knowledge of the religion, I mean, I say traditional knowledge, I mean the religious traditional knowledge, it's through the knowledge of the religion that, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, that the religion, that the culture is preserved. Okay. Inshallah, this is Abu Aqiq. This is Barakah Quest. Please check us out at barakahquest.wordpress.com. Also, feel free to check out our YouTube page. Just search under Barakah Quest, B-A-R-A-K-H-A, Quest, Q-U-E-S-T. And also the GoFundMe page under the same name. So inshallah, we can keep these projects going and visit other parts of the world, and also bi'idhnillah ta'ala put in some plans, develop some projects that will benefit the people here in these different places, and bi'idhnillah ta'ala we can benefit ourselves. Walhamdulillah wa sallallahu walhamdulillah وصلى الله على رسول الله.